Okay, well, I'm really excited to share with you guys today just what has a lot of us national marketing directors excited for sure, because we have seen things come and go. Are you seeing me, Stacy, as like the person who's speaking? Okay. Um, yeah, okay. It shows somebody entirely different in my big screen. Anyway, it's kind of freaky. Anyway, we are excited to have this new starter guide, okay? And it's so simple. And I have to say, when I started 19 years ago, it was a manual, an entire manual. Cooperate. And they, that cooperation, I don't know why it doesn't mute them, but anyway, we had an entire starter manual, and I liked it, but not everybody does. That's what I've learned over time. But something where you could just do a simple workbook. Now, we did have, and we still do, thefreedomrevolution.com. Okay, but everybody was like, okay, so what happens with the missiondrivenmodel.info, which is our team group? And so over time, we've been working on thefreedomrevolution.com, and we love it, but it's a lot. So this is really pared down, and it's through the expertise of Stacy with her sticky notes, which is awesome. She now has the sticky notes going to VF, to sales coordinator, to SSC, to QNMD and NMD. And so anyway, it just makes everything very, very visual and wonderful. And I'm going to show you today, though, how that was incorporated with everything. And it went to like a bunch of leaders. And anyway, excited to show you the mission-driven model and how we can start up new team. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I have everything else open, including Macy's. I'm supposed to be shopping just like everybody else. Okay, so here's the missiondrivenmodel.info. If you guys have not been here lately, basically it's simplified. There are some things at the very top that you can check out that are a little bit different. There's the compensation, easy to get to, making a list, stories, social media, videos. So you could kind of go across there and find things. I still have to mute people. What will happen? If you haven't in your background, oh, okay, here we go. Okay, sorry. I'm totally messing up everything up today. Okay. I apologize. All right, so here is the mission-driven model. What you want to go down to is the getting started. Well, anyway, there's those top things that I was saying, okay? And then down here is the getting started checklist, okay? So I want to orient you to this. This is where you're going to bring your new team member. You can get your own Zoom line even for free. You just go to zoom.us and you get your own Zoom line and you start getting used to hopping on here with people. This has been something that Australia is using, UK is using. It's a way that you can be on face-to-face with somebody and share your screen. That's all I did. I just shared my screen at the very bottom and you're looking at my computer, okay? It's nothing magical. Anybody can do that. Or you could go and meet with the person, or they can go on while you're on the phone with them, okay? And you can walk them through. But remember, this is what I did. I was at the home, right? missiondrivenmodel.info, right? And then all I did was go to step 1, getting started, okay? Very simple. So when you have that new person, you're gonna wanna do that. So this talks about the bonuses first, which is great because we really want to captivate people who want to make income or want to take advantage of the bonuses because they're kind of time sensitive, right? And so there's the $100 bonus and the $300 bonus, and then there is a tracking form for that. And this is an overview for now, okay? This is the PVC and points chart, products and point PVC chart, and the fast track sticky notes chart, okay? And we're going to go into that in a second. Let me get back here without closing everything. Okay. That is the very first part, just talking about the compensation, okay? Then as you're having a conversation with them, and this might be with your leader, you know, you don't need to be afraid to bring somebody on board. We are there to help. You know, there's always someone who is available who will be able to help you with your new person, and we really advise it. It really does take a village. You know, they want to hear from more than one person that this business works and that you have support and they have support, and that they can go to this person and that person. They like to know that. So it's really important to plug in your person with the sponsor, with the leader, having them listen to other stories. But anyway, so either you or that leader will just talk to them about what made you decide to do this? What would you like to see happen, basically? Exploring your why. Why would you give up watching a certain show at night to do this instead? And so stuff like that. How much time? It really comes back down to time and also commitment level, you know? And so you're kind of just gauging. If they really just want to get money back on their own product and they don't really want to share, I mean, there's really not a lot you're going to go into. But if they say, I want to make $3,000, then that changes things on how you're going to treat them. If they said, I just want to make a couple $100s, right? So it's more like, wow, I need to really help them. I need to make sure I'm on my game if they want to make $3,000 as soon as possible. You know what I mean? So you just want to explore with them. And this is really for their benefit and yours, just to know, because you're going to lock arms with them, right? And then you could even throw out there, you know, what if you got an extra $500 in the mailbox each month? What would that do for you? What would $1,000 do for you? You know, for some people, it might totally change their life, or it might help them pay down debt, or it might help them to make the house payment, or it might help, like say it's a doctor, it might help them to pay the overhead. You never know. Or a daughter's wedding or something like that. So you just kind of want to explore and maybe even name some things that the $500 or $1,000. Now our company wants to keep it kind of at that level when we're really talking to the new people, because they don't want us to overpromise, you know, and under-deliver. They would rather see us add people on who just want to make an extra $500, and then over time they grow into something else. And of course, that's a possibility. For me, it has replaced my income, replaced my husband's income. That pretty much is our entire retirement and everything that comes into the house, including medical, dental, orthodontic, all those different benefits. So Juice Plus can be the vehicle for your family to do all that. It's just that we don't want to freak people out either, you know, at first. That took a while to build for us. And it takes a while to build what's called a network, right? You tell two friends, they tell two friends, they tell two friends, they tell two friends, they tell two friends. It becomes exponential growth because everybody's telling people, and I'm not even with them. You know, everybody's talking to people all day long. You really are talking to people all day long, which is awesome. Those are your new people to share with. Anyway, okay, getting set up. This is the easy part. This is the part that nobody's really scared of. You know, well, let's get your information into the computer, and you know, if you can't be with them or whatever, all you need is their name, address, things like that, and their social, and you stick them in the computer. I like to always hold the ball in my court, so I know when they're signing up, and I walk them through it. It takes like 5 minutes at the most, and then they receive an email. You help them get logged into juiceplusvirtualoffice.com. Maybe save that as a bookmark so that they know how to get back there, because that happened to me today. Somebody went on her own juiceplus.com. She's like, this doesn't look right. I need my back office. So anyway, helping them to remember juiceplusvirtualoffice.com, and then helping them set up their juiceplus.com. It should be an iteration of their name. My name is Sharon Farrar. So it's SharonFarrar.juiceplus.com. It should be that. And you want to ask some of your team members, is that your website name? Like, is your name in there? And then .juiceplus.com. That's how it should be. And then setting up your own customer orders. Like for me, we're on everything, you know, the Trio Blend, the Omegas, the Shake, so many supplies of the Shake, the bars, and the Tower Garden supplies as well. So whatever you want, now's a good time to get it. And that's what I tell new people. You know, it's always going to help with your bonuses to go ahead and get everything you want, because we're going to get money back. We're going to get money back in a paycheck on the 10th of each month. So right now we're in November. We're in the very last week of November. And so by December 10th, we're going to get a paycheck back. So why not go ahead and order anything you want right now and get that paycheck with your retail profit. Okay. So we encourage them to go ahead and be a product of the product, put their own orders in, download the app called Voxer. Okay. That is a walkie-talkie system. That's like a lifeline. Okay. Where they can say, hey, what about, is it this? What is this? What do you say when this person says this to you? Or I just left the doctor's office and this is what I said. What should I do next? That is really so that they can learn. So you, as a new person, you should get on Voxer, like as we're talking right now, you should go on your phone and download Voxer. If you're new and you're not on Voxer, please take that time right now, because your person who is there for you, that helps us to make sure that we're training you, that we're talking to you, that we're helping you. And there's bigger groups. When you're ready, when you get really good at your one-on-one group with your person who's locked arms with you, then you will get messages from the bigger group that are training messages, which, you know, if you were a cell phone, you would need to recharge, right? Because you're going to be out talking to people. You need to recharge and really develop your muscle, your Juice Plus muscle, so that you can answer questions. So if you unplug from the community, don't expect to be super confident. You know, it takes getting your momentum back. It takes consistency and plugging in. So Voxer is definitely a place to plug in, okay? And so this down here, it says set up your juiceplus.com, place orders. If I click there, it's going to show me a couple of videos, and that is how to place the order online and how to place it for the family health study online. Okay. And then also there's an order form there. And we're still at the very top page of that getting started. Don't forget. And you guys can try to go on that on your computer if you want, or on your cell phone to follow along if you'd like. Now this portal is very important. There's going to come a time when it's going to be like Amazon, where customers will change their own orders. And our company is already moving in that direction so that they can feel like they're in control of their own orders. And that's the customer portal. Okay. And so the customer portal, let me see if I have a picture. Okay. And if you go to anyjuiceplus.com or your own juiceplus.com, you'll see that little icon to the left of the globe and to a couple down from the shopping cart. We want to encourage you, everybody who's on the line, this is your homework, to go in and set up a customer portal later, okay, so that you can keep track of your own orders. And then when you're on the phone with somebody, you can help them also set up their own Juice Plus portal. So now it says, now that we've given you, oh, that's something that we're going to get notified and stuff. Anyway, you could check that out later, but we want to encourage everybody to start doing the portal, because that is the wave of the future. Okay. And that will make a lot of people happy. Okay. So the whole thing with Juice Plus is you don't need to know any more than you already know for right now. Okay. If you're new. And basically you're only going to share what you do know. When I started 19 years ago, it was audio tape or cassette tape and duct tape. Okay. Now that means you don't start talking about things you don't know about. Okay. You talk about why you're excited, why you love it, what has happened to you, your experience. Okay. And then you give them some kind of education. So for me, it was an actual physical thing I gave, and trust me, it takes a lot longer than sending out a video by YouTube. But you can do that in your mind. Think audio tape and duct tape, where you got to stop talking. Okay, you got to let the doctors or the people who know more at this moment talk. Okay, so you either get the person in front of your sponsor or leader so that they can help explain Juice Plus, or you give them education, or you get them on an event. Okay, so you're only sharing your experience. You're sharing, oh my goodness, I'm so excited, I just learned about this. Like, that's all you can say. Or I'm so excited they figured out a way to put fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Or, oh my goodness, my son is so much healthier now that he's been taking these gummies. You know, it doesn't have to be that you know everything. You just need to be what's called ignorance on fire. And then over time you will learn, okay? You will learn, and we will help you learn. But that shouldn't hold you back, that you don't know the answer to everything. Like, all of us on here don't know the answer to everything. So you don't want to wait for that. Okay. So there's a few things on here. ThinkPad, stories, and social media on sharing your experience. Okay, so I'm going to just show you what the ThinkPad is, and that there's a video here, and that's going to talk about just jogging your memory. Like, I've worked at quite a few places. So this, when I first started, it was, I would picture, first of all, I'd picture like all my family from Ohio. Sue's on here too. Hi, Sue. And so I'd picture all of them, and I'd think, okay, I'm going to share with them. This is kind of like a longevity plan. It's not like you're going to go talk to all these people at once, but I'd picture all those people. I'd picture all the people I used to work with at Children's Diagnostic and Treatment Center. And at first you only think of like your best friend there, you know, but then you start putting your mind in there and you think of all the other people. And then I think, oh yeah, I used to work for Hartford Insurance. Who are all those people? And then now we have Facebook. But maybe you miss out on that, all that thinking, because you think, okay, everybody's on Facebook, but that's kind of overwhelming, right? So think about all your different types of people in life. Maybe it's a Bible study, maybe it's a Toastmasters, maybe it's your husband's whatever, you know, people he works with or she works with. So use the ThinkPad. It's this paper that we're going to print in a minute, to just name people, okay? And then you can keep track of what all you've shared with them. Okay, that's the ThinkPad. Stories. We're going to get to that. That also is in the starter list, okay? Social media. This is another way in which you can share. Now you don't have, we're not telling anybody to make up anything, okay? So you should feel very comfortable. You want to have your own integrity, your own character intact. And so we just want you to post what you're feeling. Like if you're feeling thankful, post that you're thankful. You know, if you're feeling glad that your child is whatever, then that's what you post. You know, as you think through the day, like we think about a lot of things, right? Think about Juice Plus and think, oh yeah, I could write that. It's so simple. Like this just says, I love that I learned about a simple way to flood my body with 30 fruits and vegetables every day. Thankful. I was talking to somebody today, or was it yesterday? No, it was today. And I learned that her son no longer has to go to the hospital all the time. I mean, how thankful is she, right? And she could even tag the person who introduced her to Juice Plus. And she could just have a hand like this with the gummies with her son and say, I'm so thankful to my friend who introduced these to me. We no longer go to the hospital every however often with my son, which was very scary. You know, that's not a made up story, but it's creating curiosity. So with your social media, you just want to create conversations. You want to create curiosity where people are saying, what is that? What is that? What is that? Is that Juice Plus? Sometimes people say that. And then you just say, oh my goodness, it's so great. I'm going to share something with you on Messenger. And then everybody else is like, I want that. I want that. And, or they bring it up to you while you run into them at the store or something. Okay. So here are some ideas, all different types of ideas. I love this one where she's so happy she no longer has to wear makeup because she no longer has acne, you know? And we try not to say the words Juice Plus. Every once in a while we do, so that we know, so that people do know what we are doing. But we try not to be silly. That's one of the biggest concerns with new people is I don't want to be a salesperson. So we teach you not to be a salesperson. So anyway, I'm going to get out of the social media. And then, okay, so first of all, we have shared our experience. That's number one, our excitement, okay? And then we're connecting people to a resource, okay? So this has been something that was just created. So either we send them a link to Juice Plus information by doctors, or, you know, in our healthcare professional world, and then, and we might have them come to an event. Okay, with Juice Plus, it takes a number of exposures, you know, different educational exposures. So here is something you're going to love that was created. What is Juice Plus? And this link in particular, so if you go to missiondrivenmodel.info and you find it on the starter part, what is Juice Plus, then you just copy this. I'm going to copy this for you guys, okay? I'm going to put it in the chat if I can. Let's see. And then if you guys are able to copy, I'm not sure if everybody's going to, oh, is it going to let me talk to everybody? Oh, there we go, everyone. So I'm gonna paste this in here, and that way you guys have it. All right, so hopefully you can paste it. This is the What is Juice Plus link. And so it has Jumpstart to Better Health for 4 minutes. It has the Juice Plus Complete Shake. Like, everybody should be on the trio and the shake, okay? If they want awesome results, transformation, they should do both. And then if they want quicker results and transformation, 2 shakes a day, okay? And then here is the Omega. If they really want to dive in fully, then the Juice Plus Omega blend also for brain health, skin, hair, nails, all that stuff. So here's the Juice Plus Omega blend, and then Tower Garden. So they're going to get to see all the different products. We only have 4 products: Juice Plus, the Complete, the Tower Garden, and Omega. 4 products, okay? And then down at the bottom it says, hear what doctors say. That's bridging the gap. That's still like my go-to, because it's got 8 doctors, 11 minutes. And then this, I'm so glad that they listened to me with this. I said, let's add this one, because when you have changed 1,600 genes, that pretty much covers everything. Okay, so they found that Juice Plus helped with 1,600 genes after just 8 weeks of taking it. So, you know, it goes to the underlying disease process in the body, that good nutrition helps everything. All right, so that was right here. What is Juice Plus? All right, on the startup. So basically, we do the same thing over and over. It's kind of wash, rinse, repeat. We share, we just start talking to people, you know, and we use the duct tape. We don't start presenting. We actually just gauge, see if they're curious. Then we give them something, okay? We don't have to start presenting and knowing everything. We give them something, a video or an experience or an event, okay? Or, you know, this What is Juice Plus, and then we follow up, okay? Now you can also invite people to meet your sponsor and hear their story as well. That's a 3-way call. Okay, so then we follow up, and there's certain questions on there, like, what did you like about it? What do you think? Do you think this is something for you? And then placing orders. Here is a guide for that, learning how to place orders, which I think we already went over in a different section. But anyway, I've been trying to get to this part, which is the starter guide. Okay, that was at the bottom. I shouldn't have done it probably so quickly. Let me go back. Remember, we went from the home page here, missiondrivenmodel.info. We go to number 1. We go all the way down. You guys watching? Go all the way down and look, print starter guide. Okay, this is what I want you guys to do right now. If you can, I want you to print the starter guide. It is 8 pages long. It is awesome. And it's going to be great for you to work on. Okay, it even has the phone numbers and the email addresses in the very front. Okay, so this kind of summarizes the things I just went through. And this is something you could take to a coffee shop and go over with somebody. And then if you want to take them back to missiondrivenmodel.info, there's all those clickable things. But basically, this is what you kind of go over with them. You say, okay, I want to teach you how to earn up to $400 in bonuses in your first 60 days. And you're going to review the products in PVC and fast track documents. Those are attached here, okay? And we're going to send them those links to review the steps, or we will take them on missiondrivenmodel.info. So here is the products and PVC charts, and here is the fast track sticky note. Okay, we're going to come back to that when we get to that page. Then here's the exploring your why that we just went through, right? And then the getting set up part, the sharing your experience. Okay, the connecting to resources. What is page? So if you meet with somebody at the coffee shop, you need to send them these links, right? And that's fine. That's what we do anyway, all day long, right? Okay, so then following up. All right, so now we're going to go through some of those documents. Here's the products in PVC. This totally is awesome. It takes you through every step of the marketing plan up to 22% and the PVC points, okay? Now remember, I always recommend the Trio capsules, which is $169.50 as far as promotional value, PVC points, and then the shake, which is down here, 70. Okay, so that together is 247, I think. No, 239. 247 is the quad. So 239, all right? And so how many of those do we need? Basically, you get people on those, and I can't think, but basically you surpass the 500 points, okay, for the HLP bonus. And then for the 2000 plus, I figured this out before. So if you listen to Sharon and you get everybody on 239 points, which is the trio and the shake, then you just need 8 to get to the 2000 plus right here, okay? So basically that is how you're mostly going to help people. Yes, it's great to just get people on the trio, but I think it's really important to also get them on the shake. They're going to have more of an experience and you're going to be so happy. So anyway, you want to work your way through those different things. I'm going to show you on the sticky note how this works. And we're going to use the trio capsules as the example, 169.50. So basically, if you get people 3 trios, correct me if I'm wrong, Stace, 3 trios here or 500 points, then you're going to get to HLP, all right? This is her mastermind here. Then, and I mean, I see this all the time. So somebody said, well, how do I know who to sign up to be a new team member? I said, well, only if they're really going to share with 2 outside households, you know? If they're just going to do it for their own discount, it may not be worth it and it may not be worth your trouble. But if they're going to share, because our mission of our company is to inspire healthy living around the world, then we want to be able to support that and give them the $100 bonus. And right now, if they sign up and they share with 2 outside households and they have their own orders, they not only get the $100 bonus and their paycheck, they also get a conference ticket. And that is worth $100. And that's like unheard of. They're going to stop that by the end of January. So we want to sign up people now. Some people are like, well, is this really a good time to sign up? You know, they're kind of unsure. You know, people are still going to spend money. People are still going to get ready for the holidays. And as I talked about in our last Zoom, you know, there's those people that really need it. You know, should we really wait 2 more months before they have Juice Plus in their body and they continue to have problems? So, you know, you've got to just take yourself out of the picture as far as feeling guilty or feeling weird about sharing something where really this is a gift for people. The business is a gift also, but Juice Plus is a gift for people. And so you want to consider it as a gift. Anyway, so along those lines, if you get them to order the trio and the shake, they will be better off. And then if they get their 2 friends, maybe their mom, their sister, or their cousin, or whoever, to come along with them and be part of their healthy journey, then they get $100 back. Then maybe they get some other people to do the same thing with them who want to share with 2 friends. So that's where these other blue stickies come in, okay? So this could be 1 friend who gets 2 more. This could be another friend who gets 2 more. And this could be another friend who gets 2 more. So really 4 HLPs total could get you to 2,000, or it could be done any which way. But that's a wonderful way. Like if you have a big meeting and everybody wants to sign up and find 2 buddies, then that's awesome. And that can happen. I've seen it happen. It's actually happening right now on my team. But other than that, you can really work on getting your own trio orders. These are all trio orders. And basically 12 trio orders will get you to 2,000 plus. You do need 1 team member. So today we called 1 team member. She's already at 19 something. And I said, you're killing me. We've got to get 1 team member for you. Have you thought of anybody? And it really was just that conversation of racking your mind or going to the ThinkPad, right? Of kind of thinking, okay, who can I introduce this to? Who would I like to work with? Who would be receptive? Who's had a great experience? All those different things so that you can go and say, hey, you know what? Out of all the people I could think of, you're the one. You know, I'd love for you to do this with me. And it might take a number of exposures. Everything in this business takes a number of exposures. Like I can tell you about Voxer tonight, and it still might take you a number of exposures before you actually get on Voxer, you know? So everything is kind of like I have to repeat myself. You guys are going to have to repeat yourselves too. And you just keep inviting. You keep inviting, hey, you know, here's a message from Voxer. I think you would like it. And then they all of a sudden they get the picture. It's because people don't know what they don't know, so our job with Juice Plus is to get people to know what you know, right? So it's a number of educational exposures that you bring them through. And then same with the business. It's a number of exposures. People don't say yes right away to things because they don't know. So you've got to always have that patient heart where it's like, oh, they don't know what they don't know. So I'm going to keep leading them along and giving them little bits so that they do know eventually, right? Okay, so anyway, that is 12 trios will get you to the 2,000 plus, or 8, I'm going to call them transformation orders, okay? That's Juice Plus, Trio, and Shake. 8 will get you to the 2,000 plus, all right? Then you double that, basically, to get to the performance bonus qualification. You get 12 more trios, or you get 8 more transformations, all right? And basically, you're going to be making, it says over here, where is it? VFs who have 24 trio customers will make about $400 a month, and sales coordinators will make about $450, okay? Now that's not a lot to write home about, but when you get to qualification and you have team, that's when it starts to build into thousands of dollars, okay? You've got to have team to get into the thousands of dollars. There are people that are like retailers and they have a lot of customers and they do make 1,000 or more because they have such large customer bases. But really our job is to get a good customer base and then sprout some other virtual franchisees under us, meaning we teach them, we duplicate. And so this little guide will be really good for that. And then number 4, for fast track to sales coordinator, remember we just did VF up here. Okay, the green sticky notes, the blue sticky notes, basically you need 3 of those, okay, to get $900 in bonus money, okay, by having 3 VFs. You really just need 2 VFs and 1 DD, but it's easier for you just to think 3 VFs, then you're gonna get $900 sponsor bonus, okay? Every time you get a VF, you get a sponsor bonus of $300. And our company is so awesome, they just did up that from $250 to $300. So you guys all got a raise, okay? You may not have known that. Stace, do you want to unmute yourself? Or I'll unmute you. Stace, you have anything to add on that?
Hold on.
She's like cooking or something.
No, I was listening. I was helping the girls. We're Christmas crafting.
Ah.
Yeah. No, I think you're right on track with all of that. And, one of the things I like to do even for myself is to fill it out throughout the months and to give myself a 2-month window to like fast track myself, because it totally gives you the confidence that this works, and you see how you get the orders and how they add up and how having team members makes it go faster. I'm trying to find the one that I have, for myself written on here. So I just start tracking like my own orders that I'm putting in, of other people, my new team members and their orders. And we got to here in less than 2 months. And it does help. Like if you do it yourself, you're going to know what to do with somebody else, and your belief is going to be strong because it does work. You saw it work for yourself, and it just makes sense. You're able to then do it with somebody else, and it makes it doable and easy to where you don't feel like it's so out of reach and impossible.
Yeah. Who likes the sticky notes? I do. That's pretty cool. Okay. So, and then there's the PVC points. So that's also in here. So if you're wondering, well, how many points do I have? Anyway, it's there. And this is the ThinkPad that we talked about. It's the memory jogger renamed to ThinkPad. And basically it's to think, like just think of people, just free for all, spend like 30 minutes, set your timer and write down as many people as you can, because you're going to be surprised. And it really helps you to not focus on the same people over and over. because we have little conversations. We have a little conversation, we circle back around later, but we have other conversations in between. So it's good to have a lot of conversations going on and like juggling some conversations, because not all conversations come to an end. You don't really want them to come to an end. There's always a next thing for that person. And then the story. So we need to really make sure that we're just flowing into our story when we can. Somebody says, what are you talking about? Oh, I was feeling tired, run down. A friend of mine told me how to add 30 fruits and vegetables to my diet every day in a simple way. And it just made so much sense. I started to use it and I can't believe the difference. Now I have energy for days. Whatever your story is, I just used that outline and I just made that up. Okay. So you guys can do that. I want you guys to print this tonight. If you don't print it tonight, you might not do it. Right. And then if you're new to eating Juice Plus, that doesn't mean that you don't have a story. You still have a story. It's just not as experiential. It's more of, it made sense to me, because I knew the value of fruits and vegetables. I learned about a simple way to add 30 fruits and vegetables in my diet. It made sense to me because I knew I wasn't getting enough, or this had so much research, or if all my friends were telling me about it, or my doctor told me about it, whatever it is, it's your story. And then I love that I'm getting this concentrated nutrition every day, or something into the future. And I know this is going to really help with this, that, and the other, for my family. And then we want you to flow into the business because, you never know. We've got, that's the fifth product. Okay. We've got Juice Plus, we've got the Complete, we've got the Tower Garden, we've got the Omega. The fifth product with Juice Plus is the business. Okay. So it's good to flow into, if you have already been on Juice Plus, you can say, I naturally started sharing Juice Plus with other people. And I decided to share it because I was having such great results, or it made sense to me. Whatever your reason is, you've got to rack your brain. And then once I learned about the mission to inspire healthy living around the world, I wanted to be part of this community. Now, if that's not your wording, that's okay. I love that I'm helping people get healthy. My goal is, and you can insert your goal. Or if you've already done some of these things, I've already been able to pay for my own Juice Plus, make my car payment. Next, I'm going to do it with something tangible that people can relate to, pay off debt, or take, save for a fun vacation, or use it as shoe money. Like for me, I thought it was just rebate money. So I never imagined it was going to be anything more. But then it paid for the car payment. I was shocked. And then it paid for the mortgage payment. And I was shocked, and it kept going. So anyway, make your business story very relatable, and just, flow into it if it seems appropriate. If you're talking to a relative or a friend, say, yeah, I decided to start sharing this because why not? I'm going to use it for the rest of my life. It's that good. It's helped keep my son out of the hospital. There's no way I would do without it. It could be like that. I don't know what your story is. So you can work on that with your sponsor. And then I wanted to go over the order form. Let's see. And down at the bottom, this is just notes. The last page is just notes. So I want to take a minute to talk about the order form. Julie did some extra asterisks and hearts on this order form to help explain things. The hearts indicate that this particular type of order can qualify for the family health study. So that's a trio or a duo can do that. And then all those asterisks indicate a 4-month supply. Unfortunately, we had somebody sign up the other day who didn't realize they were receiving a 4-month supply and that there were 4 installments. So it's always good to say, yes, Juice Plus ships in a 4-month supply. They do that because it's a nutritional program. It is how long it takes for your blood cells to all be new. 25% die off every month. You could say that if you want. But anyway, it's a nutritional program. So they ship you the whole 4-month supply, but they don't charge you the whole 4-month price. They charge you on installments to make it affordable for families. So it's $71.25 a month for you. If you have a child you want to sponsor, it's for you and a child, which really equals $2.38 a day. So you kind of walk them through that, to explain the 4-month supply thing. With the shake, what I like to do is say, how many times do you think you're going to do the shake? Are you going to do it like I suggest, at least once a day, or depending on whether I've talked to them about 2 a day, then we kind of figure out how often they're going to get the shake. And I say, well, let's either do a pay in full or let's do it, in 2-month installments based on the fact that you're going to run out after a couple months. So you guys can talk about that with your sponsor and figure that out. But just walk people through that order form so that they understand they're going to get a supply and they're going to pay on installments. They're basically paying off what they've received, So anyway, I hope that helps a little bit because we had a little snafu. But that is why it's shipped in a 4-month supply. Okay, so that was the starter guide. And let me see if we could take any questions. Anybody have any questions they want to put in the chat? I have a couple of things I wrote down. I want to make sure I mentioned. So if you do have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. Okay, so for that link, the What is Juice Plus, hopefully you guys were able to copy that. Go ahead and put that into your phone if you can, so that when you're talking to somebody, then what I do is I get their information. I just say, let me go ahead and text you a link. I don't say, can I have your number? You want to be really confident. You want to say, let me go ahead and text you something. It's going to tell you about Juice Plus, and then I'll follow up with you in a day or two. Okay. And then if you're super new and you're scared or even if you're not, you get on there with your sponsor or leader to follow up. Just say, hey, I'm going to give you a call. Is that okay? I'm going to call with my friend who knows a lot more than me right now and can answer your questions. You could do that. So do what makes you comfortable, but don't be afraid to share just because you don't know every answer right now. Use Voxer for questions that you have with your sponsor. Go back and forth. Get people in front of your sponsor or leader. We can Zoom into people's houses too, and we could do presentations for you guys. And let's see, I think that was it. Nobody has any questions? Okay. And the other thing is don't prejudge. Don't prejudge whether somebody's going to order or not. Give them the benefit of the doubt. And when you start to feel anxiety about sharing, that means you're thinking about you. But if you think about them and think about this is a gift, and think about that lady who I talked to today. What if somebody had not shared with her? She would still be going to the hospital with her son all the time, getting infusions and different things. But the gummies helped, okay? The more you can learn about these stories, they're amazing. Juice Plus works. That's what you got to know. And so confidently go out and share with other people. And Stacy, you have anything to add to that?
The only thing I was going to say is you can take that starter guide, and we have is it Office Depot? Is that the code that we have through Office Depot? So you can print those out and have some of the starter guides ready. If you want to build team, then be prepared for the team and have them printed out and, on maybe a heavier cardstock or something nice that you can give to your new team member, and you're not going to be caught off guard. Expect you're going to have people want to do this. Who wouldn't want to do this with us? Nobody loses when you sign up a team member. The customers they get paid back on their own orders. You get their points. Everybody counts together. So just invite people to come along. The numbers go faster. You'll see things grow faster. It's more fun when you have team members and it's just by yourself. And this really makes startup easy. So don't hold yourself back thinking, well, I don't know what to do. It's okay that you've got resources, but you have us to help you. So let us help. But it's more fun with team members.
Right. And we did send out the link to that little starter guide, I think, right? Didn't we, Stace? So if you didn't get that, though, just go to missiondrivenmodel.info, go to that number 1 at the bottom, and then go to the very bottom and print your starter guide so that you're very familiar with it and you can bring people through it. Even your existing team members say, let's do this together. And that way you're going to learn it the best. Are the bonuses only when you fast track? Yes, Alicia. And the company lets you fast track again if you miss the window. We just keep moving the window, So yes, the bonuses are only for when you fast track. And why not fast track? All right. Well, thank you guys. I'm going to stop the recording.